there was a lady earlier on the Marella Cruises page on social media asking about what excursions to expect on a cruise around the Greek islands. So I think her itinerary was showing that she visits Santorini, she visits Piraeus in Athens, they go to Crete, on Bodrum, is it in Turkey, and Rhodes, something like that. Anyway, so I will give my own personal advice and opinions on these trips, on these places, right? So if you go to Piraeus, which the ship docks at Piraeus, if you're going from Cyprus, and this was on Marella Discovery 2, this was, and is on Marella Discovery 2. So if you dock in Piraeus in Athens, for Athens in Greece, the most popular trip on there would definitely be the Acropolis, because you've got a full panorama of Athens up there, and on a very hot day, it's not comfortable. And there's a lot of steps going up from the coach park up, and then you have to go up again to get to the top of the Acropolis, right? But you've got a full panorama of the Acropolis, but also Athens city. Fantastic. Take plenty of water and sun cream and sun hat on a day in the summer if you go up there, because it can be over 100 degrees. And even in the cooler months, so April, May, June, and then obviously Sept, Oct, and Nov, it can still be in the high 20s. But during July and August, it's scorchio, as they would say in Italy or Spain, scorchio. So make sure you are well prepared. If you don't want to do loads of walking or steps, there are other excursions you can do. I think there's one that's panoramic Athens. So basically, I think a trip something like that, where you'll be on a coach basically, and they will take you round Athens on a coach, and you'll just listen to the guide. You may get off for a brief walk, not too far. They might take you to somewhere in Athens where you might get a good view of the Acropolis from the road, a good viewpoint, and then you'll be taken back to the port to go back on the ship. If you're not very mobile, that's probably a good excursion to do. If you're pretty fit and healthy, definitely visit the Acropolis. You can do another one where you visit the Olympic stadiums, the old one and the modern one. You can do Athens on your own, where they will drop you off somewhere, but you have to make sure you are back at the ship before it sails. If you do anything independently, that is. If you book an excursion with Marella Cruises or whatever cruise line you're going with, hello to you, Bacon Brothers. Please subscribe to my channel at Courseness25. I'm just talking about excursions that you can do around the Greek islands if you're on a cruise. So another place that this lady asked about was Santorini. Now that's a tender to shore port, right? Because there's no port where you can dock. Because Thyra, which is the capital, is on top of a big cliff overlooking the bay. Yes, subscribe. Thank you very much. I've got 774 subscribers now. I noticed just. So you're probably the 775th. So that's increased since I did the last live stream not long ago. So anyway, so in Santorini, you can either go up to the top of Thyra on a donkey, or you can go up on the cable car, and you get a fantastic view, because the ship will anchor out. So you have to get a tender boat in, okay? But Thyra is a lovely city overlooking the bay, and the buildings it's white buildings, but it's so picturesque. It's beautiful, honestly. There's lots of narrow little streets you can walk around, loads of gift shops, loads of places to go for a beer, to go for a coffee, tea, iced tea, whatever you want to drink. There's loads of nice places to go. So go on the cable car. It probably costs a few euros both ways. Just go up on the cable car and get a video, and then do the same coming back down. If you want to go up on the donkey, you can do that, but it's quite a walk up. But you go on a donkey literally up the steps. But it will take quite a while. But I would you could probably do the donkeys one way and the cable car, or vice versa, whichever you want to do. But Thyra in Santorini is beautiful. Hello to you. Just talking about cruise itineraries and excursions. If you go to Crete and dock in Heraklion, you can generally do a hop-on bus, a city sightseeing bus. And obviously there's another little ruined area that you can visit, like a Greek temple or something. If you dock the other side of the island, either in Chania, which is the other airport, there's two airports on Crete. Heraklion is the first one, and Chania is the second one, because it's a really long island. It's the second largest Greek island, or one of the largest Greek islands. Hello to Amelia. Hello to you. Lovely butterflies of your picture as well. So, but yes, if you go to Chania or Heraklion, you can generally do a hop-on bus, or you can visit one of the nearby towns. There's Agios Nikolaos. I think you can do a land train from there. I did that with my cousin when we went there, and they take you to like a winery, and you can do some wine tasting, and they take you to a beach. So there's nice little areas you can visit on Crete. If you go to Rhodes, you've got the old town of Rhodes. It's walled. You can go up to the Knights Templar Castle at the top, or you can go further afield and visit Lindos, which is a nice Greek village with the Acropolis on the hill, similar to Athens, but it's not as good as the Athens one, but it's an Acropolis on top, and you've got a fantastic view of the island and the town of Lindos. That's if you go to Rhodes. If you go to Mykonos, you can generally walk the town. I think that's a 10 to shore. If it isn't, you can get a bus, local bus down. But Mykonos, you can generally just walk around the town, go and have a coffee, just sit down, have a beer, or whatever you want. Do plenty of shops, plenty of gift shops. So that's just a few of the Greek islands. Kos I've never been to, and Samos is near Turkey. That's another little island you can visit. If you go from Kushadasi, you can go to Samos on a trip, but you can do that independently. But again, make sure you're back at the ship before it leaves. If you dock in Kushadasi or Izmir, you can visit Ephesus or the Temple of Miletus. You can go to Pamukkale, and there's a nice water. You can go for a swim there. There's some swimming pools. You can go for a dip, go for a swim. And obviously, if you go to Turkey, always try the apple tea, which is known in Turkish as alma chai. Or you can try proper Turkish delight, not the stuff you buy in the UK that's chocolate, proper Turkish delight. So definitely try the alma chai, which is the apple tea. If you go to Alanya, there's a castle next to where the ship docks. You can also get a land train there. You can go and explore the town. Obviously, you're going to get pestered by the Turkish shopkeepers. You can just ignore them or just say no. They are quite persistent to really just, be polite and just say, no, thank you, not interested. But generally, they generally don't bother you. But if they do, just walk away or don't look at them, don't give them eye contact. Just mind your own business and just carry on your day. That's if you go to Alanya or any part of Turkey, Kushadasi as well. But definitely visit Ephesus, Miletus. You can also go to Bodrum from Marmaris again. And you can dock in Bodrum as well and do trips around there. And you can go to Rhodes from Bodrum as well. If you go to Corfu, visit the Palais Kastritsa and the caves where you go on a boat trip. Obviously, if you go to Dubrovnik, do the city walls, do the cable car. If you go to Kotor, go and do the fort. If you're in Cyprus, you can visit Limassol Old Town, which is nearby, or get the bus down to the new town, which is quite a walk. Or you can do a trip to Paphos and go and visit the tombs of the kings. So there's loads of places there's loads of trips that you can do on those itineraries around Greek islands and the Adriatic coast. If you go to Trieste, you'll obviously can do a trip to Venice, do the gondola if you can, but it's about €50 on its own, which is quite expensive. But there is a trip you can do that does include the gondola. If you're into Indiana Jones, you can go and visit the church where Indiana Jones came up out of the sewer. It's called the San Bernabé. So type that in on Google Maps and you'll be able to walk through the streets of Venice to get to it. You have to go over the Grand Canal and you'll get to the San Bernabé Church. Me and my brother went and sat outside there and had a pizza and a beer, and it felt like I was on a set. Hello to Mohammed. So if you go to Mostar in Bosnia, you can just visit wherever. So you can visit the old town and the waterfalls as well that are there. So there's a lot of Kravic waterfalls in Bosnia. So it's fantastic. So I hope that's just given you an idea of some excursions that you can do around the Greek islands, around Turkey, around the Adriatic coast, if you're visiting Dubrovnik, if you're visiting Venice. So I hope that's just given you an idea of what to visit. So it's at CarlSmith25 to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. So I hope all you guys that are watching are okay. There's a live stream coming on Tuesday next week, on the 4th of March for the Huzu. Where am I from? I'm from the UK. Yes, I'm back. I'm just talking about excursions for cruises, Jamie. So because a lady asked a question on social media earlier on about what excursions to do on her cruise itinerary. And I've been to the ports that she's going to. So I've mentioned them earlier on in this video so she can watch this video. So I'll be putting this on the channel later on. So it's at CarlSmith25 for those of you that aren't subscribed. I've exceeded 770 now, so thank you so much, guys, out there for subscribing. England, definitely. I'm not born in Scotland. I was born in Derby in the UK. My nearest airport is East Midlands. Manchester's just over an hour away, and Birmingham's the other direction. So I'm in close proximity to all three airports. I'm about 2.5-ish hours from the Welsh border. So I'm in close proximity. I'm 8 miles or so from Alton Towers. I've got the Potteries near me, which is Stoke-on-Trent. I've got Burton, where the beer is made. There's Twycross Zoo near me. There's Peak Wildlife Park. I'm surrounded by all these areas, so I can do my series no problem. So I'm going to the Who Zoo on Tuesday to do the capybara experience. Please be on the channel. Please subscribe. Well, I'm not bothered. Stop touching. It's called nerves, okay? Awkward position. It's called nerves. I've already had somebody else make a comment about that. I don't particularly appreciate it, thank you. You try talking to thousands of people on a video. You'd be nervous. So anyway. But yeah, so you're a Manchester United fan. I don't really follow football. Sorry, I don't follow football. It's not, I mean, I played it at school, hated it. I was never a sports person at school. So I don't mind a game of bowling. I don't mind a game of snooker. I don't mind a game of golf. I always go on the mini golf on the cruise. I love it. It's fun. But apart from that, I'm not really a sports person. I don't follow it. But anyway, so this video is all about the cruise itinerary. So yeah. But anyway, so I hope it's helped you all out there. So please continue to subscribe to my channel at CarlSmith25. And I will see you guys in the next live stream, which will be on Tuesday, the 4th of March at the Who Zoo in Telford for the capybara experience. So I hope you look forward to that. Thank you for watching. At CarlSmith25 to subscribe. See